One child dead, 2 hospitalized after forced eviction exercise. ABG reviews reserve list for business operators. And PNG boxing team eyes Rio Olympic Games.
This is National EMTV News with Tokana Hasavi.
A very good evening to you and welcome to Sunday's news. It's good to have your company again. A child has died and 2 admitted at the Port Moresby General Hospital Intensive Care Unit following a forceful eviction exercise. Medical reports have revealed that these children were infected as a result of living in deteriorating conditions like poor water and sanitation. About 200 families were forcefully evicted and are now calling on authorities to help them.
It's been 2 weeks since these families were evicted and are living in these makeshift homes, squashed to the other side of the road and are left to survive in merciless conditions. This has resulted in the death of a child. 2 others are currently admitted at the Port Moresby General Hospital Intensive Care Unit.
Na smell go inside lo pignini now na repla pignini am dai finish now talk now now sampla mi bla only stop now na sampla only stop now sick now na mi bla sampla mi bla stop now na ba mi bla go lo one ma.
The death is far most the worst thing to happen to this group of settlers who are struggling to reclaim the land from an Asian company, Bluegrass Limited.
We don't care about their money. We lost a life here. We lost a human life because due to this illegal eviction.
Mr. Carl claims proper eviction procedures were not followed.
Some of the things are not in process. Legal process are not in place. They don't ever court eviction order from the national court. They have not given 21 days or 14 days notice. They went ahead and just came with a crusher and the policemen almost about 20 policemen here.
Students living in this area no longer attend classes and are confused whether or not they have a bright future ahead.
And badly affecting me, especially all school students. Me are affected because me are prepare all examinations, me are tests, destroying plenty of properties, especially laptops, now textbooks.
They are now calling on NTD Governor and other MPs in Port Moresby to address illegal evictions and development commitments.
What is the governor for NCD? What is the Moresby Southwest? That place here is located in the central of Moresby South, Moresby Northwest, and Moresby Northeast.
The developer has refused to comment on the eviction. Jack Lapave Jr., National EMTV News.
The recent outbreak of violence in Buka Town, where locals attacked and ransacked a business house, has prompted the autonomous Bougainville government to review its reserve list of the types of businesses that are permitted to operate in the autonomous region of Bougainville. MTV's Fabian Hakelitz has more on this report.
President Momis congratulated the Bougainville Police Service response to the recent incident in Buka, noting this is a sign of how the rule of law has matured in Bougainville. Following this, the autonomous Bougainville government will further build the introduction of a rapid response team capable of responding to similar situations that may arise in all areas of Bougainville, boosting police manpower and rolling further bridging training programs for prospective Bougainvillean trainees and introducing a Bougainville Security Council. Until this review has been conducted, a temporary ban has been enforced on the registration of new businesses. With the referendum drawing closer, President Momis says Bougainville must acknowledge the past is behind them and their future lies in an orderly, peace-loving and respecting society. Momis said foreign investment must be welcomed as means to secure Bougainville's economic prosperity. Fabian Hakelitz, National EMTV News.
Kulam village in North Wagi district is being supported by Fair Trade International to develop their coffee cooperative. Comco Village Cooperative is one of 5 cooperatives in the country to receive a pulping machine funded by the international group. This cooperative has been working with the Coffee Industry Corporation.
Every family unit in Kulam has several hectares of coffee trees that have been planted over the years. A family unit picks the beans and sells them to buyers for a pretense of what the beans are truly worth. Coffee bags that could be bought for 50 kina have been bought below half price. Fairtrade CEO Molly Harris Olsen says Fairtrade will make selling and buying coffee fair.
We're still only affecting a very tiny percentage of coffee. We need to be making 100% of the world's coffee fair and fair trade.
Fairtrade partnering with CIC and Comcool means better prices for every quality bean and technical support. Friday's launching of the Wet Coffee Mill project with the Coffee Industry Corporation and Fairtrade International included a pulping machine that will replace the hand pulps and skip the whole fermenting process.
300 groups, but problem certified finish or Fairtrade suppliers of coffee.
This process is that you don't have to ferment here.
The event on Friday was attended by representatives of 4 other cooperatives receiving the similar support, including Morobes Neknasi. There are 4 Papua New Guinean coffee cooperatives partnered with the Fairtrade International. Comcool from Jiwaka, Unampina from Western Highlands, and 2 Morobian cooperatives, Neknasi and Unenchoit. Since the agreement was signed between Coffee Industry Corporation and Fairtrade International involving local farmers, it has generated a little over 154 million kina. Now that gives a glimpse to the potential coffee cooperatives have in producing and generating revenue for the country's economy through agricultural SMEs.
But in the next 5 to 10 years, people like more of the country must get SMEs for coffee minister.
The Fairtrade and CIC partnership has helped rural farmers from Boana in the Morobe province to export their coffee since Dr. Kenny Mark put pen to paper.
Honored to open this.
Bethany Harriman, National MTV News.
Well, Ejivitari Open Electorate will go through a by-election. This was confirmed by PNG Electoral Commissioner Sir Andrew Trawen and endorsed by Governor-General Sir Michael Oghio. Writs will be issued on September 3rd. Polling commences on November 7 and ends on November 20, with the writs to be returned on December the 10th. Planning of this by-election has progressed. Daisy Hombagani has been appointed as returning officer and will be assisted by 4 others from the Ejivitari district. You're watching National MTV News tonight. Medical equipment to boost services in Northern Province. We'll bring you that story and more after this break. Good to have you back with National MTV News. Hagita Primary School in the Milne Bay Province is one of the first schools to establish class libraries under the Read PNG program. Amateur images showing the launching of the class libraries yesterday when Milne Bay Education Principal Advisor Romy Tudam made the announcement. Head teacher Richard Levy thanked stakeholders that supported this initiative that will develop education standards in the province. The review of the Papua New Guinea Education Act 1983 is progressing well. This is the assurance given by the National Education Department Acting Secretary, Dr. Uke Kombra. MTV's Fabian Hakalitz has this story.
According to Dr. Kombra, the review is consistent with legislative reform agendas set by the state to improve coordination and effectiveness of service delivery. The National Education Department acknowledges support of the European Union Human Resource Development Programme and Technical Working Team for developing policy issue papers. Dr. Kombra says a report based on views and suggestions from consultants will be compiled before handed to legal draftsmen for the Amendment Bill 2015. The public is invited to submit additional view or queries to this email address. Fabian Hakalitz, National MTV News.
Delivery of health services in Northern Province will be boosted with 6 life-saving medical equipment. Charity organisation Hospital Paramount Foundation donated these equipment to the Popondetta General Hospital. The hospital CEO, Dr. Ganzi Garwin, says the equipment will have immense impact in the services of medical equipment.
Popondetta General Hospital is the 4th government health facility in the country to receive such assistance from Hospital Paramount Foundation. 3 of the new equipment, Red 5 portable oximeter, suction pump and bedside monitor will assist the hospital's operating theatre.
Pulse oximeter, we don't have one, and it came, so it will be very vital to the operation of the operating theatre in the hospital.
So we feel that this is a very vital equipment that we need in this hospital.
Pathology technician Damon Salfis says the new microscope will help erase difficulties faced in identifying bacteria and diseases.
To identify the real bacteria that cause the infection is microscope. There's the fundamental backbone of the lab.
Hospital Poroman Foundation Executive Officer Lian Sound says the organization will continue to assist hospitals to save lives.
This is what we were aiming for, to have this equipment being in the hospital to help people. So.
Other equipment include Omron digital BP monitor, electrocardiograph and 25 new beds that are now in use.
Without equipment, we feel useless, we feel hopeless, and we feel helpless as well to the people who come for our care.
The equipment cost about 44,000 kina that was officially handed over by Sound on Friday to Popondeta General Hospital. Keviang Namatana and Samare have received similar assistance. Jack Lapava Jr. National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues with True Guy Sports. That's coming up next. And Team PNG Boxing is Rio Olympics next year. Stay with us for that.
True Guy Sports.
Welcome to True Guy Sports. The SPPNG Hunters had a draw in their round 24 clash against Mackay Cutters, 28-all in Mackay yesterday. Cutters had a slight lead in the first half, but the Hunters fought back in the second half to level the scores, which resulted in the draw. The Hunters will challenge their favourites, Burleigh Bears, at the Sir John Guy Stadium next weekend here in Port Moresby. That's an exciting match to look forward to. Well, Team PNG Boxing has high hopes of qualifying for the Rio Olympic Games next year. The boxing team is energised from their recent top performance at the Pacific Games just a few months back, and looking forward to a great big challenge in the coming Olympic qualifiers.
The PNG boxing team proved their performance during the Pacific Games and are now ready for the next international tournaments.
Currently our team of 8 are training at the National Sports Institute up in Goroka.
The team is focused now on the Youth Commonwealth Games in Apia, Samoa.
Youth Commonwealth Championship that will start in Apia, Western Samoa. Will start from the 3rd to the 8th. We have 2 boxers will be taking part in for the Youth Commonwealth Championship. That is Tadius Katoa and Beipu Nopi.
And also the Oceania Championships, one of the first Olympic Games qualifiers.
We also have Charlie Kema, who is also a gold medalist at the Pacific Games. He will be traveling with Andrew Umings and Tom Boga and Jonathan Kema. They'll be traveling on the 25th of August for the Oceania Championship in Canberra. The Oceania Championship is the first stage of our qualifying process for the Rio Olympic Games in Brazil 2016.
Team PNG Boxing has set their target on these qualifiers for a chance to be able to compete at the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Dion Kombang, National EMTV Sports.
Well, that's how we wrap up True Guy Sports tonight. Stay tuned. We have the weather details. That's coming up next.
True Guy Sports.
Looking at the weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow in southern region, Port Moresby and Karama mostly fine, although partly cloudy at times. In Momasia, Ley City to look forward to cloudy patterns with chances of showers. In the New Guinea Islands, all centres to look forward to showers, while Buka, brief showers. And lastly, in the Highlands region, all centres partly cloudy weather with possible thundery showers tonight, then morning fog. Well, that's how we wrap up the bulletin this Sunday, the 23rd of August, 2015. On behalf of the news crew, I'm Tokana Hasavi. Thanks for your company. You take care and stay happy. Good night.